What books would I recommend for beginners for science? Love this question. And I have three things I would recommend, and one of them isn't a book, but all of them are really fantastic intros to what science is. The first would be the original Cosmos series with Carl Sagan. It was a TV show that was free on PBS, and in I think 10 episodes, he goes over everything about science in a really understandable way. And it is a wonderful intro to what science is and how it works and the different fields involved in it. After that, the thing I would say, it might be a bit weird for you to do, but read kids' books. I have a ton of science books here for kids, and they are great intros. If you find kids' textbooks at yard sales or at used bookstores, those are a great way. I still learn tons from those little books of animal facts. I've spent my entire life studying biology and biochemistry and evolution, and I still learn great stuff from these various kids' books. And for one in particular, this is On the Origin of Species by Sabina Radeva. This is as good an explanation of evolution as I've ever seen in my entire life, and the illustrations are gorgeous. There's amazing kids' books out there. And after that, once you find a field that interests you, you can simply search for best books on that field. There's a lot for every field of science. There's one or two great writers who have put out a couple of amazing books summarizing the entire field. And so in science, there's so many different fields. Find the field that interests you the most, read the basic books on them, and as I heard somebody say, if you've read 10 books on a subject, you know more than almost anyone else on the planet about that subject. And you can do that with fields of science too. The last book I would recommend is Bill Bryson's A Short History of Nearly Everything. He is just a fantastic writer, one of the best nonfiction writers of our generation. And in that book, he was just a curious person who interviewed tons of scientists from all these fields all over the world. He read a whole bunch of background books, and he wrote a book about all of the areas of science. And so if you're going to read one book for adults to get the overview of what science knows about how the world came to be and how we work, Bill Bryson's A Short History of Nearly Everything is wonderful. So there are three recommendations for me, but I would love to hear what everyone else has to say about favorite science books for beginners.